A quiet family tea gathering turned into a shocking revelation for a young wife. By accident, she overheard her mother-in-law sharing her true opinion about her with the neighbors. Laughing loudly, the woman said that her son had married a walking wallet. She had no idea that those words would change everything. The calm, patient daughter-in-law was not at all the woman they thought they knew. Good day, dear listeners. You are listening to Andre Belli, and I'm glad to welcome you to the Kindred Souls channel. Today I bring you a new and deeply emotional story. Enjoy listening. Zinaida Grigorievna Timofeeva had been working as the financial director of a large construction company for 12 years. At 34, she had built her career from an ordinary accountant to a senior executive position. She earned around $300,000 a month and was used to making fast, effective decisions. Her personal life, however, had never been easy. Work took all her time, and men either felt threatened by her success or tried to use her money. She met Maxim Kutnikov at a gym. He was a 29-year-old swimming coach with an open smile and sincere eyes. He had no idea about her income and believed she was just an ordinary office worker. That simplicity attracted her. Maxim lived with his mother in a small 2-room apartment on the outskirts of the city, earned very little, and dreamed of opening his own sports section. Zina fell in love with his honesty, his modesty, and the way his eyes lit up when he spoke about his future. Maxim's mother, Elmira Sergeyevna, worked as a grocery store cashier and considered herself an expert on human nature. A 50-year-old woman with dyed red hair and a habit of interfering in other people's lives, she disliked her son's wife from the very first day. Zina's expensive clothes, confident behavior, and car caused suspicion and jealousy. The wedding was modest, as Maxim wished, and although Zina could afford something luxurious, she agreed. After the wedding, the couple rented an apartment in the city center, but Elmira Sergeyevna constantly found reasons to visit, bringing soup, offering help, or simply checking on her precious son. The first conflicts were about money. Elmira could not understand how a simple accountant, as she believed Zina to be, could afford such a lifestyle. When the couple bought new furniture, she interrogated her son, whispering that no young woman could live like that honestly. Maxim tried to defend his wife, but weakly. His mother's opinion had too much power over him. Zina noticed his hesitation between the two women and patiently waited, hoping he would eventually choose his priorities. Everything changed when Elmira discovered Zina's real position and income. A neighbor accidentally revealed the truth. Learning that her daughter-in-law earned 7 times more than her son felt like a personal humiliation. From that moment, Elmira declared a silent war. She accused Zina of humiliating Maxim, destroying his masculinity, and believing that money could buy everything. She insisted that a real woman should stay home and have children, not build a career. Zina tried to make peace, helped financially, paid for medical expenses, and gave expensive gifts, but every act of kindness was seen as arrogance. The most painful subject was children. Zina wanted a family but wished to restore peace first. Elmira called her selfish and career-obsessed, gossiping that she was either infertile or cared more about money than motherhood. Maxim tried to calm both sides but failed, slowly turning into an exhausted man torn between his wife and his mother. The breaking point came on Elmira Sergeyevna's birthday. Zina organized a celebration at a restaurant, invited relatives, and gave her mother-in-law gold earrings worth a fortune. Elmira accepted everything, but later exploded, accusing Zina of showing off and treating her son like a pet. Zina went into the kitchen to avoid the shouting, but the walls were thin. Laughing, Elmira repeated the same words, that her son had married a walking wallet, that there was no real love, only money. Zina heard every word. That night, Zina understood that nothing would ever change. Maxim was kind, but weak. He could not protect her or set boundaries. Calmly and without drama, she acted. She blocked all bank cards, canceled payments, stopped covering loans and bills. By morning, she packed one suitcase and left a short note saying that the wallet was leaving, to someone who knew its value. Only when his card was declined the next day did Maxim realize the truth. Panic followed. Elmira had no money, no access to accounts, and no savings. A week later, a lawyer delivered divorce papers. Zina gave up all shared property, but ended all financial support. Reality hit hard. Bills arrived, services were cut off, and the car was taken by the bank. For the first time, Maxim blamed his mother. Their relationship never recovered. Years passed. Zina moved to Moscow, built a successful life, married a man who respected her as an equal, and became a mother. Maxim remained alone. Elmira aged in poverty and regret. Before her death, she finally understood that what she once called arrogance had actually been love, love that she had destroyed. Zina never regretted her choice. She chose herself, and that choice gave her the life she truly deserved.